In the world of boxing, there are fighters who win, and there are fighters who redefine what it means to be great. Naoya Inoue is one of those rare athletes whose very name has become synonymous with dominance, precision, and explosive power. Known as the Monster, Inoue has built a reputation as perhaps the most dangerous pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. A man whose skill set makes him stand out in every weight class he touches. And as of September 2025, he has done it again, showing the world what true mastery in the ring looks like. Born on April 10, 1993, in Zama, Kanagawa, Japan, he was guided early on by his father, who instilled in him the fundamentals of discipline, footwork, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. Those early days shaped a fighter who would go on to capture the imagination of fans far beyond Japan's borders. From his earliest professional bouts, Inoue's rise was meteoric. He stormed through the light flyweight division, moved up to super flyweight, and then took over the bantamweight class, collecting belts like trophies. He became the undisputed bantamweight champion, holding the WBA, WCB, IBF, and WBO titles simultaneously, then moved up to super bantamweight and did it again, making history as one of the very few male boxers ever to be undisputed in two weight divisions during the four-belt era. This wasn't just about winning, it was about winning with authority, often knocking out elite opponents with surgical body shots, thunderous counters, and a style that combined patience with sudden bursts of violence. Over the years, he has defeated names like Nonito Donaire, not once but twice, Stephen Fulton, Marlon Tapales, Paul Butler, and a string of other champions, each victory reinforcing the sense that Naoya Inoue belongs in the conversation with the all-time greats. What makes Inoue extraordinary is not only his knockout power, but also his versatility. His footwork is razor-sharp, his timing impeccable, and his sense of distance and rhythm allows him to control fights even against bigger or stronger men. Inoue fights like a surgeon with dynamite in his gloves. He can stalk an opponent and break them down. Or he can box from range and outscore them with clean, fast combinations. This blend of technique and power has given him one of the highest knockout ratios in World Championship boxing, making every fight he enters a must-watch event. That brings us to his latest triumph, a performance that proved once again why he is called the Monster. On September 14, 2025, at the IG Arena in Nagoya, Japan, Inoue defended his undisputed Super Bantamweight Championship against Murodjon Akhmadaliev, a rugged, talented former unified champion from Uzbekistan. Many had anticipated a war, but what unfolded was a masterclass in control and precision. For 12 rounds, Inoue dictated the pace, landing crisp jabs, punishing body shots, and carefully timed combinations that nullified Akhmadaliev's southpaw stance. It was the first time since his epic 2019 clash with Nonito Donaire that Inoue was taken the full distance, ending an incredible streak of 11 consecutive knockouts. Yet, despite not scoring a stoppage, the performance showcased his adaptability and maturity. He didn't chase the knockout, he dominated every round on the judges' cards, winning a unanimous decision by wide margins and keeping his perfect record intact at 31 wins with no losses. This victory was significant not just because it maintained his unbeaten streak, but because it demonstrated that Naoya Inoue's greatness doesn't rest solely on power. It proved he can outthink, outmaneuver, and outclass even the toughest challengers over the full championship distance. It also underscored his position as one of the sport's elite, a champion who can shift gears depending on the challenge, and who has now firmly established himself as the face of boxing in Japan and a global pound-for-pound king. With each fight, Inoue writes a new chapter in the history of the lighter weight divisions, breaking through traditional boundaries and drawing mainstream attention to fights that might once have been overlooked. As of now, the world waits to see what comes next. Inoue has hinted at a December 2025 return, possibly against rising Mexican contender David Picasso, or perhaps even a move up to featherweight to take on new challenges and cement his legacy in yet another division. There is talk of a massive domestic showdown with Junto Nakatani somewhere down the line, a fight that would electrify Japanese boxing and captivate international fans. Whatever he chooses, Naoya Inoue stands at the pinnacle of his sport, with options that few fighters ever get. His name carrying a kind of inevitability. Whoever he faces, he will be favored. And whoever beats him, if anyone can, will become a legend overnight. Naoya Inoue's story is not just about belts and knockouts, it's about evolution. He began as a talented young fighter with a dream and became an undisputed champion across multiple divisions. He is now a symbol of Japan's boxing renaissance and a global ambassador for the sport, bringing attention, respect, and excitement to weight classes that were once overlooked. His career so far has been a lesson in how to build greatness brick by brick, dedication in training, humility outside the ring, and unrelenting aggression inside it. With every fight, he raises the bar for what's possible and forces the rest of the boxing world to chase him. And so we come to the heart of it. Naoya Inoue isn't just a champion, he's a phenomenon. He's one of the most complete fighters alive today, blending speed, power, technique, and mental fortitude into a package that feels unstoppable. As he continues to defend his titles and pursue new challenges, fans and critics alike can only watch and wonder how high he can climb. Will he become a three-division undisputed champion? Will he break the pound-for-pound lists wide open and become the defining fighter of his era? Time will tell, but one thing is certain. Naoya Inoue is already carving his name alongside the legends. For anyone tuning into boxing now, there is no better time to witness greatness. This is the story of Naoya the Monster Inoue, the pride of Japan, the scourge of his divisions, the man who keeps proving that precision and power can coexist at the highest level. If you've enjoyed this look into his journey and want to see more breakdowns of the world's greatest fighters, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the story of Naoya Inoue isn't finished yet, and the next chapter might just be his greatest.